and landladies will follow suit. Shifting focus, in less than 3 weeks, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission chairperson Wafula Chebukati and 2 other commissioners, Abdi Gulie and Boya Molu, will retire. But for Chebukati, he has caught both friend and foe flat-footed on different occasions, standing out as the only electoral chair to go the full haul in the history of the country's polls agency. With only 3 by-elections remaining for him to handle, could Chebukati's tenure have set new standards in the commission for the next chair? KTN's political affairs reporter Daniel Karaoke interrogates.
Wafula Chebukati is a man with a thick skin if the 3 presidential elections he has presided over are anything to go by. Chebukati became Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC chairman in January 2017 for a 6-year term. He exits in exactly 22 days. Chebukati, having been found on the receiving end several times, has ruffled feathers in different ways and with different people, and now says he has no regrets.
I've served 6 years as a state officer, and I believe I've made my contribution. So I have no regrets.
Chebukati is the only chairman of the electoral body since its inception to serve a full term as prescribed in Article 88 of the Constitution. That he supervised 2 general elections and a repeat presidential election in 2017 is a clear indication of Chebukati's resilience. The chair, at some point, was at the helm of the commission with only 2 commissioners until mid-2021. This after the resignation of 4 other commissioners nearly 7 months after the 2017 elections, citing the commission as dysfunctional and too vulnerable to meddling. After the repeat election of 2017, Chebukati ejected CEO Ezra Chiloba from IEBC following a series of ugly public spat. But the 2022 elections could have been the defining moment for the man from Kiminini, the chair catching everyone flat-footed when he announced that electoral results were on the IEBC portal. But the final presidential result split the commission once again. 4 of the commissioners disputed the results, but the chair stood his ground.
What was announced, we are not taking ownership because it was not brought to our attention to look at them, analyze them, process them as it is required, even in the legislation.
Professor Gurie was carrying the files to go and announce those results before Mr. Chebukati announces the presidential results.
With the results in the public portal, all the servers were open. And everybody, all you needed is a simple calculator, and you would have the results.
Chebukati claims he was being coerced and intimidated to force a rerun.
It's been tough. We went through challenges, but 2022 election was a success as far as the commission is concerned.
And the issue which was being discussed there was the issue of numbers, the difference, and the fact that they should be moderated, so that now we have give them a chance for them to participate again. Because the chairman said, I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. The law does not allow me to do that. So at that point he asked, who is willing to go with me to go and declare the results? He asked all the commissioners.
By putting all the election results in a portal, Chebukati ensured that the presidential election complied with the Supreme Court ruling, as the 61-year-old was on the spot over his handling of the 2017 election, which the Supreme Court nullified. The Supreme Court verdict of the 2022 election on September 5 that upheld President William Ruto's win may have saved the chairman from exiting IEBC chairmanship with a blemish.
The hero of this election is the IEBC, led by Wafula Chebukati.
Chebukati now has only one assignment left before he exits: the January 5th by-elections in Kandara and Garissa town constituencies and Elgeyo Marakwet County. He acknowledges that ensuring credibility in general elections is an odious task and exudes optimism that the next crop of commissioners will handle the task even in a better way.
I believe that whoever comes in should pick up from where we have. We have laid ground, and we shall be available for consultation if required.
Chebukati's predecessor, Isaac Hassan, was forced to resign after the Coalition for Reforms and Democracy CORD accused him of graft. Hassan and 8 other commissioners went home with a 315 million shilling send-off package. Focus will now be shifting to the next commission to be formed early next year, even with the ongoing probe on the conduct of the 4 commissioners who disputed the 2022 presidential election results. Suspended Commissioner Irene Masit may be left as the only standing commissioner after January 17th, when Chebukati, Gulie and Molu will retire. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News.
Well, that's